All right. Can everybody now see my screen? Yes? Yes, 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 yes? Great. All right. Hey, Tom. Hey, Peter. So, just so I give you a little bit of a background, I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't send any emails out on, when was it? I'm losing a little bit of track of time, on Thursday and Friday. Jules is asking, what country is this? So if you read any of my emails from the past couple of weeks, or not, like past week, I was in Moldova. I was yeah, I was in Moldova, in Chisinau, or if you pronounce it in Russian, because actually, and I was quite shocked. I had no idea before coming there that they both speak Romanian and Russian there. It's Kishinev. Luckily, I do speak. I did learn some in university, so I was able to brush up a little bit on that, which was really cool. But and another thing, kind of, I wanted to say that it made me like also appreciate a lot of the things, and appreciate kind of the community that we have built around here. Dennis, Godfather of Salsa, saying some things in Russian here. So this is the next picture that I want to show you. All right, this is an ex-Soviet state, actually the poorest country in Europe. As you see, the communist buildings everywhere, all across the city. So it was a very striking difference from right now. I'm in Germany, and then coming back through Berlin, all the way to Dresden. It was a little bit of a striking difference, but there, just so you kind of know. And what was I doing there? I see a couple questions about that as well. Some of you may be SqueezeMobilionaires, some of you may not. Depends. But one of the things that I was doing there is meeting actually with our team that is heading up the mobile apps developer, trying to strike some cool deals as a part of SqueezeMobilionaire Pro as well. You might have seen an email about that I was able to do some cool things, and I will have actually at least a small announcement in probably in the next week or two. But that is all I will say about that. What ended up happening, which was insane, was I thought I was leaving on Thursday, but I was supposed to leave on Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday like midday, I'm like, all right, let me check my flight information, and I end up checking my flight information, and it says, hey, you were supposed to leave Wednesday morning. And I'm like, great, and which would be okay if I was, I don't know, maybe in the UK, maybe somewhere else. But when I went to the airport, I looked at the departure board, and this was about 4 p.m., and there were literally 3 flights left out of Moldova for the rest of that day. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a sense of what type of panic I was in, because I had a lot of, we're working like 100 hours a week, and I'm like, all right, I still got to get back. I got to do some things. I have a couple meetings, and not only that, but I just think things are very, very fast paced. So I had a chance right here to spend a few extra, actually 1 extra day in the city right here, and because I wasn't able to figure out anything regarding the flight, I hopped on a bus that took me through, and let me show you. And I got to see some babushkas walking cows in Ukraine as well, as I made my way up through Poland and into Germany, back again, in actually would end up being a 48-hour trip back to where I'm living right now. So just so you know a little bit about the adventures of Enrique before we get into today's kind of informal Q&A session. Wanted to keep it a little bit light for this weekend, just so I get a little bit of feedback from you guys. Who here has ever been in Ukraine or in Moldova or in any of these countries other than the godfather of salsa? Peter says he has. All right. Alexander in Russia. I've never been actually to Russia, even though I do speak a tiny bit. And Peter saying I married one. All right. The women are dangerous there for our male listeners on the line. Alexander, I was also in Poland. Great dancers in Ukraine. Peter says Bella. yes, very beautiful. And Albania, Alexander. All right, cool. So glad to have a little bit of feedback and get a little bit of a fun, positive vibe on here. Let's switch the gears because I think most people are already in the room. One more time, how is everybody doing over this weekend? I had a great trip, had both good times, both crazy times, being in a bus. I had an amazing time, but I'm happy to be with you guys right now as well. Barb is doing great. Hey, Barb, nice to see you here. Tim is asking, why are the women dangerous? I won't cover that in this webinar session. Ron from Hawaii. All right, so nice weather here in Germany as well. The weather's getting pretty good, which makes me happy. My energy always goes up. I love nice and beautiful weather, and it's something I don't know why, but it does affect my mood a little bit. So the other thing on here, I wanted to see gray in Seattle. Yuck, Jane. The other thing that I wanted to see, I called this webinar together because you've seen a couple of the emails, I'm sure, that I sent to you about Emperor Social. And I wanted to call this webinar together, especially if there's some people on here that are still kind of in the mindset and not knowing, hey, should I make this type of investment decision? It is a high-ticket item. I actually have something very, very freaking cool that Martin Crumlish just told me a couple minutes ago, literally about 30 minutes ago before I got on this call, and it was very unexpected. I'm really pumped because for some of you guys that might be not know, hey, want to maybe try something out before you make an investment decision like that. So I want to see who on here has gotten into Emperor Social, because I'm guessing the majority of you have not, just because I know how many sales from people that went through our link have. All right, PJ says got it. Jeanette is saying, okay. Manjit says, yup, I have. PJ, okay. Member saying was considering, but honestly think it was a difficult sale. Okay. Manjit saying thinking about buying it twice. Manjit, did you get it through our link? Yeah. Nope. I am in through your link, Tom. Okay. Oh no, Manjit. All right. Manjit, I'm very upset. Neil saying can't afford it, haven't, Tom. Okay. And Barb, yep, of course I know. All right. Well, let me I think most of you probably know about Emperor Social. Who has no idea about Emperor Social? I just want to see. Okay. Tom, a couple people, I think 3 people on here are saying that I am not sure or don't know too much about it. And I'm not going to spend too much time on actually Emperor Social, depending on what kind of questions you might have, but I will send you this link, Ron, Rich, and David, because there's a 20-minute walkthrough. There's our webinar that we did on Monday, and then if you click through on the sales page, there's a 20-minute walkthrough that does a better job with an overview of the platform than I could do. I could tell you, how we're going to be leveraging it with clients and things like that. But what I think is more valuable for everybody is two things. Number one is that I tell you a little bit more about our bonuses, and number two, I'll tell you about actually what Martin announced to me is a new trial type of payment option that they just decided to literally go live with 1 hour ago. And that is a $1 trial for just 3 days, just so you can check out the platform to see, hey, is it right for you? Is it not right for you? Is it going to be something that that you can sell to your clients? Is it something, hey, you think it's going to be too difficult? You're not sure. So things like that, and a couple people are saying exactly, hey, $9.97 is a huge price for me to pay, and I'm not at that point in my business to make that type of commitment, to make that type of investment decision. And that's why I wanted to kind of bring and call this webinar together for you. I do think, we stand behind the product, but so you can make the right decision. Hey, if this is not the right time in your business, then I understand as well. If it may be, then maybe, hey, you want to get your feet wet a little bit with the $1 trial. See, hey, I'm going to commit to it over the next 3 days, maybe get a client and take that money, recycle it, and start going on the monthly option. All right? But so I want to see who wants me to go through the bonuses that we're going to be giving out with Ember Social in depth and tell you a little bit more about it. I see Manjit saying I do. I see a couple other people saying I do as well. Okay, so I will go through real quick. A couple other people are saying yes. So I will. That's actually what I'm gonna start with, and then I'll open it up, and I'll let anyone ask me any type of. I'm gonna let anyone else ask me any type of questions as well. So feel free to pop in and out depending on if this is right for you as well. But so most of you have, and I see I'm getting the feedback on here as well. Most of you have already seen Ember Social. You know what it's about. You know that it's basically your social media solution. What's cooler than that, though, is some of the bonuses that we're giving out that I believe make it even bigger than what it is. And the first thing is we released our SqueezeMobi Pro, I think it was like 10 days ago. And basically for people that were planning, hey, I'm really serious about my mobile consultancy. I want to take it to the next level. I know I'm going to have a ton of clients. I know I'm going to be publishing a lot of apps, a lot of sites. I know I'm going to use up all the messages. We added a new option so that people can take advantage of that, and including 4,000 text messages, 500 apps, and 500 mobile sites on that app builder as well, because you can leverage that app builder to publish mobile sites as well. So that's the first part of the bonus. That's if you want to get in, and a couple people did get in at $333 a month. We're giving away, and we will basically drop your price down to zero and up everything to that level: 4,000 text messages, 500 sites, 500 apps, and you'll be paying zero literally for those next 3 months. Now, that one is only for the full pay option of $9.97. But that's one of the biggest bonuses. So if you're if you know you're going to be using SqueezeMobi already, then that pretty much pays for itself. If you know that you're going to be committing and you're going to be going over your limits because you just have a huge client base, you plan on acquiring a huge client base, and you want SqueezeMobi to be your entire solution, so that you could fuse those two together, fuse the mobile and the social media aspect. And let's see. The next thing that we are offering with this bonus package is, which is cool, because we have not offered this before, and just because the bandwidth of our team is very, very limited, but we did hire we do actually have now 2 designers on board, is the possibility to outsource to SqueezeMobi. And basically, we're going to be doing your design. We're going to basically allow you to, if you purchase this, that Javar will design a very special timeline and coupon graphic for the first client you close. So whatever client that this is that you're going to be closing, that you can kind of go in there, and once you close them, then hit us up, and Javar will work with you to make sure that the delivery within that scope that we're offering is to the level of SqueezeMobi and nothing less. But even after that client, what can you do with this? You can then reuse these templates. You could do whatever you want with it. You basically have complete rights to it, which I think is really cool, because for this type of stuff, I mean, we would normally, I mean, we just, it's just priceless to us, because it taxes us, and we've got literally dozens of projects going on at the same time. But we wanted to make sure that, hey, once you close that first client, you can come back to us. And Manjit's asking, will the templates that Javar supplies be PSDs? Yeah, of course, Manjit. We're gonna supply the full shebang for that. Okay, so that's the second thing. That's the second part of the bonus. So that's another cool one. The third one, and this one is one that I'm excited about, really, because it means I'm going to get to meet you. If you want to do it with me, unless you want to do the blueprint strategy session with someone else. If you want to do it with me, then I'm going to get to meet you. All right. Now, I'm promising here a 30-minute call. Maybe if you guys are really cool to talk to whoever gets on this call with me, then that we could go even a little bit longer. But what I want to offer is, we do quite a bit of coaching, and we do coaching with offline people who have offline businesses, people who have online businesses. So whether it's man just asking, you going to pay for our flight to come and see you? I'm not gonna take it that far. I'm not gonna pay for your flight, but yeah, what I am gonna do is offer you this session. So at least via Skype, so we could finally meet and talk a little bit. Now, usually we charge a ton for this. Okay. We've got people paying us thousands of dollars a month. Our last 2 clients that we took on have both been 5-figure engagements, which was a coaching fee, but not only a coaching fee, but a percentage as well of profits is how we structured it. And why am I telling you this? I'm not trying to put some arbitrary kind of value on our time, but what's important for me, and this is really depending on how you want to take the conversation. If you want to just talk to me about my trip to Moldova, and you want to talk, if you want to just kick it, all right, that's cool. You want me to tell you some crazy stories of where I've been regarding traveling. That's cool too. But if you want to really pinpoint whether it's in your offline business or your online business, and we can kind of sit down, you come prepared, you maybe even show me you come prepared with like a PowerPoint presentation. Hey, this is my plan about how I'm going to take my business to the next level over the next 6 months, and please give me a critique. I'm going to present it for 5 minutes, and then can you please structure out my own blueprint? What are the specific things? And please point me in the right direction with the different resources, with the different training, with everything, so I can have everything at my fingertips to make that actually happen. We can do that as well. And so whether it's in your offline business and you want us to tell you, hey, how do I actually set up a team in the Philippines that's going to handle my fulfillment, that's going to build my mobile sites while I just go out closing clients, and then how do I expand maybe to depending on kind of what level you are, how do I expand to telemarketing, how do I start getting sales agents to close on my behalf, and create a whole structure around mobile and social media as well, and maybe even some other offerings you might be doing, SEO, whatever you're doing. Hey, how do I take that to the next level? Or if you're as well in the online space, maybe you want to talk to me about webinars. Obviously, that's one thing that I love doing. I enjoy doing it. I'm good at it. That I think if you're actually in the online space, it could be worth a whole lot of money, especially the advice that I will give you. Or you could do it with Avi, our CTO, as well, if you want some more technical feedback, or Neil as well. It's up to you. But we rarely offer these, and the reason is just because we're so swamped with things, and we've actually never offered this as a part of a purchase for any type of product. All right, so that's another really cool bonus that you get as a part of this. The fourth bonus is our audit system. Now, some of you may have access to this, some of you may not. You might have bought it, but one of the things that Emperor Social, I mean, the training it's good, but this is one thing that I think we have really brought down to a science. Okay, is our audit system, and how to literally take that offline audit, how to take that 70-slide plus PowerPoint presentation, go in, close clients, audit add a ton of value to that client, pinpoint the strengths and weaknesses, basically almost what I'm going to be doing for you in that blueprint strategy session, if that's what you want, pinpointing your strengths and weaknesses, auditing your own business. If you come in prepared, I'm not going to try to upsell you on any other coaching or anything like that, unlike with the audit system. But with the audit system, basically going in, pinpointing those strengths and weaknesses, really figuring out, hey, what is it? And we did about 10-hour webinar type of training series over 6 weeks that we sold for $500, and a couple people got in on our audit system, and you get that as a part of this as a bonus. And in there, we include as well a social media audit, how to audit regarding Facebook, how to audit regarding Twitter, YouTube, the entire social media suite, so you can know, hey, how can I do the social media audit as well? And then when I do the delivery, I'm just going to go and use Emperor Social and create some really freaking powerful Facebook apps, as well as some really freaking cool looking fan pages and and a ton of whole rack of things that the software is able to do. All right. So that's a cool bonus as well. The one that I'm really pumped about, and I'm probably gonna spend like the next 10 or 15 minutes maybe talking about, maybe not that long, it depends, is our Offshore 101 bonus. All right, now, who knows where SqueezeMobi is incorporated? Let's see. Who knows? All right, Manjit knows. All right, you guys are good. Jane, the question was, where are we incorporated? So, yeah, exactly. We're incorporated in Hong Kong. And why is that? Let me give you a little bit of feedback and what I want to bring with this bonus is we don't have any. And Manj is asking, why did you incorporate in Hong Kong? This is what I'm going to discuss in this bonus and in this session. But I mean, one of the main reasons is we don't have anything physical, right? So we don't have a physical office that we go to. Our address, it's basically it's a virtual office as well with different types of forwarding set up. But that's cool. Another cool thing about Hong Kong, and that I want to discuss really in depth when we get on this Skype session with this bonus is you don't pay on any. You don't pay taxes on any income that's generated outside of Hong Kong. And 99.9% of our customer base is outside of Hong Kong, which is great. The structure is completely legal. There's nothing shady about it, which some people think. Hey, when they hear offshore and they say, oh, shadiness. No. It's completely legit. And so whether you're in the online space or the offline space, for us it's cool because whether we service a client in anywhere in the world, or we sell a product, the cool thing is nothing is physical. So whether it's consultations, whether it's fulfillment, all the payments can be processed then through Hong Kong. And another good thing is with a lot of offshore locations, whether it's BVI, British Virgin Islands, Seychelles, or wherever, PayPal is a freaking nightmare, and it's very hard to set up. It's very hard to use. You get limited instantly, and you just have problems with processing payments. And for if you don't actively process payments, then you might not realize how much of a nightmare it could sometimes be and how difficult payment processing actually is. But that's one advantage actually of Hong Kong. And another thing that we're gonna talk about in that session is the difference between just processing regular payments through PayPal and then a merchant account, meaning being able to process credit cards for potentially higher ticket clients as well, and what type of locations you should use, and how it could be sometimes even harder to process for example, credit cards outside of like the U.S. and the U.K. and your regular jurisdictions. So we're not going to just give you, do this, but we're going to tell you, that there are a few difficulties that we ran into. This is what you need to watch out for. And the answer to that, Manjit, is yes. Yes. The answer to that is yes. So Manjit's asking, what about if you want to bring that income into your UK bank account? Do you have to pay tax then? The answer is yes, 100%, definitely. But that's the other thing that that we're going to be covering is in that session is, hey, how do I, number one, expense a lot of things that I can't expense in for example the UK or the US, but it's completely normal in Hong Kong. So because Hong Kong is very kind of lax with that. And number two, how do I then make investments on the behalf of my company? How do I increase my wealth rather than just spending my wealth because I'm going to be making a decent amount of money and I don't want to pay taxes on it now, but I would rather defer that and keep the money within the company. And so how to protect your assets and how to grow your assets as well. And, of course, everyone's situation is literally, it's your own situation. It's personal. And that is one reason we're going to make this session. It's not going to be a one-on-one session with us, but we're going to invite people. I've decided that we are going to do this into a Skype conversation, and we're going to schedule it sometime when it's convenient for most of the people, and we're going to do it on Skype so that once I go through my presentation and once I tell you, hey, from our experiences, we can then open up to some literally questions, no holds barred questions that are just going to stay between us. You can, ask us pretty much anything, and we're going to give you a straight up honest answer, which is kind of sometimes hard, like right here on GoToWebinar when there's literally, depends, but can be upwards to hundreds of people on the webinar. It's hard to give that personal, individual attention. But this is what we're going to do because only some people, only the people that are really serious are going to get in on this. And the other thing I wanted to mention is these are costs. PJ asked, will the IRS be on the call too? Not officially, but they, we're going to send it to them after. Okay, PJ? Just, full disclosure. What I wanted to say, but PJ, you bring up a good point. You bring up a good point, and the thing is, we're not certified, and that's why also we're going to pass on a contact where you can reconfirm all of the information from someone that is a professional, and for your own personal situation, you can then structure out your plan. And I highly recommend that you take that contact up. And he has agreed to do an initial consultation session, whether you go with him or not, as a part of this bonus, completely free of charge. And you know how much per hour lawyers and people like that generally charge. So that's another cool thing, but because of limited bandwidth, that one we originally limited it to 5 people. That has already been surpassed, so we expanded it to 10, and I believe we have 3 of those left, if I am correct, based on the last count. Okay. So, but what I wanted to also say is a big thing: costs. All right, and I want to ask you: do you feel when you save like $100, like if someone gives you $100 discount, do you feel like you've made $100? Do you feel like I just had a profit of $100? And psychology-wise, I want to get some feedback if that question makes sense. So when let's say you're buying something even from us, something from us, and we say, hey, instead of $300, you're gonna get it today for $200. Do you necessarily feel, hey, I made $100 today? I literally made $100. And like I see, I'm getting that feedback. No, because it's different. You kind of save, right? It's kind of all right, just this byproduct. It's not real anymore. And there is a little bit of a problem with that psychology because you would have had to pay that, and especially with taxes, with incorrect financial planning, you're going to lose a lot of freaking money over the years. And that's why, in my opinion, if you haven't thought about offshoring, if you haven't thought about asset protection, if you have only talked to advisors within your own country, you've probably been misled. And these people have given you advice, that is very constrained within a small jurisdiction, and it's not really in your best interest. It's in their best interest to make the most money. And this will cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars if you don't get on top of this right now. So what I'm trying to say is, I highly, whether you go with us and you get into Emperor Social, just in itself, this bonus is worth thousands of dollars probably to you, because you need to start looking at this stuff. You need to start looking at this stuff right now. Once again, whether it's because you get into Emperor Social, you're really excited about this offshore consultation that we do in this small private Skype group, or it's because you start doing your own stuff. Okay, so that's another thing. The sixth bonus, and the sixth bonus is our niche-specific coupon background images. And let me show these to you. Let me just show these to you real quick. Where can I? Give me 1 second, okay? Because these are ones that Javar made, and they're really, really cool. And I just gotta find them in Dropbox. So give me a couple seconds while I find these real quick. All right, they should be right here. Let me just scroll down. Bonus items. Okay, and let's see. All right, now I can't find them anymore. But I know they're somewhere here. Let's see. Avi, do you know exactly where they are under the bonus items? I just wanted to see where. Do you know where they are under Javar's bonus items? Or no? Okay. So, all right, I can't necessarily find them, but they're pretty hot, and basically you can now use these. 1 second, okay, guys. You can now use these with Emperor Social or with your Facebook clients, and you already have different types of coupons to fuel your Facebook campaigns in store by getting people to either get. Okay. 1 second. I did find. Okay. All right. I think. All right. So right here, let me show you all these images. Okay. So these are all the images that you will be getting, and I'll just run through them real quick. So whether it's lawyers, whether it's locksmiths, whether it's the realtor, you get all of these coupons as well. But on top of that, you don't only get that, you as well get the Facebook timeline images. All right, which are matching with those as well, and you can use these with any type of client that you have. So those are a couple other, and these are This is you basically get these both the niche specific coupon background images and the Facebook timeline images with either the monthly pay option or the full pay option. So you get those with both. And we're also giving Martin made these available FB viral video and mobile offline arsenal. Mobile offline arsenal is cool. I mean, it's not the thing is, you already have access to our mobile site builder within SqueezeMobi. But if you want to play around with something else, then Mobile Offline Arsenal as well provides you with a mobile site builder. Offline Tablet Pro, FB Social Deals, as well as Timeline Ignition WP Theme. So those are some of Martin Crumlish's previous products, including one of them which allows you to build basically Facebook timeline. Facebook timelines as well. So you get a ton of cool stuff. Now, another thing that I wanted to cover. Who here has heard of Skybuilder? Anybody? Let's see. And give me a yes or no. Okay. So Skybuilder is, and someone said I have it already. Skybuilder is a platform. It's a mobile app creator. Now, once again, SqueezeMobi has its own mobile app creator that I think is the best on the market by far. With Skybuilder, and even when I talked with our Moldovan, basically our Moldovan app creator developers, they said one thing they liked about Skybuilder, because obviously they know all of the platforms and everything, is their push notifications. And even if, and this is the cool part, I was talking with Martin today, and he said even if you just get in for that 3-day trial at $1, you get access to Skybuilder for a full month just as a bonus. All right, just as a bonus. So that's something that's really freaking cool that I thought was awesome. And so with that being said, that's basically our done for you social mobile package. I'll run through real quick. 3 months of SqueezeMobi Pro, that was up from 2 to 3. The outsourcing, be able to actually leverage our team. You get a session with me or anyone else from the SqueezeMobi crew. Our audit system, so you can actually close those clients. The really cool bonus offshore 101 and our offshore contact that you can then leverage. I'll give you 2, depending on which what your budget is as well. And some people are saying, hey, I don't have enough money to go to offshore. Not true at all. Sometimes it's as little as, if you're making over $20,000 a year, I highly recommend you look at it, because it's most likely gonna save you money. Our niche-specific coupon background images and our niche-specific Facebook timeline images, and all of Martin's previous products as well. And so some of these are only with the full pay option, but how do you do it? First thing, definitely clear your cookies, and then go here to SqueezeMobi, clicking on this link, and now if you look, let's scroll down and let's get in on this. Secure instant access now, and you will see that there are now, I believe there should be 3 payment options. And I don't know. Okay, so here you first go, and I believe that once you click through, let me see. Once you click through, then when you're actually at the checkout, that's when it says, hey, do you want to pay now in full, or do you want to try it out for 3 days first for $1? So if you choose the $997 option, then after 3 days you would get rebilled for an entire year. If you choose the monthly license, then after 3 days, if and you can cancel yourself. All right, they set it up, I believe, with PayPal, so you just go in and you cancel yourself if you're not cool with it. All right, and but otherwise, I highly recommend that you explore the platform for yourself. You really go in there and try that $1 trial. Why? Because if you go in on the $1 trial, then you can really make your educated decision. All right. So what I wanted to ask is who on here? Let me open that up now. Let's do some Q&A. Let's do a question and answer. And I want to get some feedback from you guys for people that are on the edge. What's holding you back, and why have you not gotten in on it? If you're kind of thinking about it, but you're not sure, hey, maybe yes, maybe no. And Manjit, I hope you're going to be getting in through to get our bonuses as well. All right. Okay. Member is saying, all right, I don't understand how to sell this to a potential client. Can you explain that? All right. And Jeanette, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, I will get to your question in a second. Member said, I don't understand how to sell this to a potential client. Can you explain that? All right, great. So all of these local businesses have heard about Facebook, right? They know, hey, there's a lot of this hype, but they don't understand that, like, how to use Facebook in order to drive these customers, all this traffic that's around Facebook, how to take this traffic, especially their local traffic, and convert it into repeat customers, create different contests around it using Facebook apps, make their Facebook pop in so people like them. What happens when you like someone on Facebook? You can then engage them much more effectively, and using these different Facebook tactics in order to then drive these customers back into, let's say that it's a restaurant. So what does Martin's product do? It allows you to create these Facebook apps. It allows you to create timeline images. It allows you to make your Facebook basically hot. It's like your Pimp My Facebook type of software that makes this all easy, that makes it very drag and drop. And if you go on Emperor Social right here, from our bonus page, if you click on there, and then you watch this 20-minute video, which I highly recommend every single person does, then you will see basically exactly what. Okay, leave page. Let me go back. Okay, here. Then you will see exactly how that works, and that's why Martin and Greg decided to offer that $1 trial. So hey, you're like, hey, I'm not exactly sure. Let me check the platform out. Let me make sure that this is right for me. All right. Let's see. What are the other questions? Jeanette says, is this the only time you're offering this bonus? I won't be able to afford this until 3 or 4 months from now. Jeanette, yes. Sorry, this is the only time. Tomorrow at midnight PST, once this expires, it's gone. And, I mean, you just can't buy it. It's a hard close on the launch. Like our launches, when we close, we close. Martin is doing the same thing. Why? Because they're going to then re-release it at a higher price point, because most softwares like this out on the marketplace, they are about $300 to $400, and they don't offer the unlimited apps option that this offers. Okay. Rich says only holdup is the $1,000. The monthly is easy. Well, I hope you at least get in through the monthly. Okay. I really, I hope that you would at least get in through the monthly. All right. All right, Manjit. Manjit, just try to get in on that as fast as possible. the reason I say that is because once again, it's a hard close. Okay. All right. And let me. How much is the monthly? Jeanette is asking how much is the monthly. It's $197 per month. Okay. Now, Manjit's asking, what would be your best strategy of selling these Facebook pages to clients to make the most money? Manjit, and I would recommend you watching our webinar as well here. The replay of our webinar is literally taking creating a page for them with the drag and drop builder, like Martin does it and like I show you in there, and showing them exactly how and just showing that to the client. So going in, doing their audit, and then showing them, hey, this is what I already built for you. Do you like it? And they're going to be blown away. All right. Jim, for sure. Okay. Let me ask you. Let me ask Jim something, okay? Because Jim is trying to get in on some of these things as well. Now, PJ is asking, will Martin Crumlish add trial access to Skybuilder to people who already bought Emperor Social? Yes. Alex is saying it's more for enterprise-like business, while one-man business cannot afford this. The time from buying this actual tool to actual implementation and income is too long. Alex, I would disagree with that, and I would say it all depends on. There are people already that got results with this since it's gone live a little less than a week ago that I have been closing clients. So it really depends on yourself. If you can say, all right, this week I'm gonna start building these pages. I'm gonna start taking action with this. I'm gonna start closing clients with this. Okay. Okay. So Jim is asking, and Jim, yeah. Let's take that offline, and let's see. Okay. All right. All right, cool. That should be. No, man. No. I will revoke what Avi is saying, and I will say no. Yeah, I will say no, because there is so Manjit, no, that is not possible, because there are kind of other considerations along with that, that I don't really want to go over here, but yeah. So, and I gave you the answer right there. Okay, so Jane said, I have to go sell some clients first this week to be sure I can do it. Jane, once again, this is not going to be available. So I do recommend tomorrow, potentially, but I recommend also that $1 trial if you want to be able to build these. Why is the $1 trial good? Because you can as well start pre-building these pages that you wouldn't be able to build, and much more easily sell to clients using Emperor Social by with quickly drag and drop, pre-building their page, and then then going in there and already having that mock-up and easily selling the solution to them. Okay? Yes, Tom. Yes, Tom. Yes. Okay. So Jane, that is also a good idea. Jane says, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting Emperor Social, but I want to sell some clients first." Now, what I recommend is if you're thinking about that, then potentially, hey, get in on the dollar trial, start building these mock-ups, and really go hard at it. Really commit. Hey, I've got 3 days for this $1 trial. I know this is not a 1 month $1 trial, so I can't put it off till the end of the month. No. What I'm going to do is instead I'm gonna commit these next 48 hours to building these freaking mock-ups and closing 1 or 2 or 3 clients. All right? Because I know I need to make this see if this actually works, which I think you'll find out that it does in order to continue with this program. Okay? All right, so all right, so what other questions do you guys have? Let's see. What other questions can we I want to make sure I basically get everyone all settled. Okay? Let's see. So who got in now after this webinar? I want to see at least on the $1 trial and is gonna give this a test drive. That was kind of sitting on the fence and you're not sure. Okay. Okay. And if you're still on the fence, what other questions can I help you with and take you through to get you potentially off the fence? Okay, member says, I'm still on the fence because I don't believe this is going to be sellable. There needs to be a great hook, irresistible offer, and I haven't heard that yet. Remember, did you look at that video, that at least the first 5-10 minutes of that video on the sales page? Rich is asking, hey, more interested in your bonuses than actually Emperor Social. Okay, let me tell you, SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro 3 months. That is only with the $9.97 option. Outsourcing consultation is also with the $9.97 option. The $500 audit system is with both options. Our offshoring is definitely only with the $9.97 option, and all of the rest are with either of the options. All right, Rich? No, Manjit. The offshore bonus webinar is only with the $9.97 option. Okay? Member, okay. So, you said, hey, I did watch the video and it was mostly about the software and how it works. It looks like great software, but I have lots of great software that I can't sell. And I agree. A lot of software is something you can't sell. But if you watch there, whether it's our webinar or Martin's webinar, he creates a mock-up basically for this business and shows you, hey, how do I create this before I go into the client meeting so that I can impress this client and pretty much easily close them. And even though they already have a great Facebook page, they're looking pretty hot, they're still missing a lot of things, whether it's apps, whether it's so that training is as well included. And if you're still kind of thinking about that, I do recommend that you watch as well. You may be getting on the $1 trial, and like I said, try to build these mock-ups, leverage some of these apps, go through some of the training, and sell a client within the next 3 days. Okay, so Theodore's asking, is your first bonus for a full year, or is this only for 1 month? The first bonus is the first bonus of SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro. It's 3 months of SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro, and this is only for the $9.97 option. And Skybuilder, as a added bonus, is with any type of license, even with the $1 trial. But Skybuilder, you only get 1 month of Skybuilder. Okay, just so you know. The monthly, Kevin, does not include SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro. Okay, the monthly does not include SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro. Okay. Rich Marketing is asking, hey, what is Skybuilder? Skybuilder is a mobile apps creator. Like I said, comparing it to the SqueezeMobi Billionaire platform, I strongly believe in our platform, and I think it's better. But what Skybuilder is cool, and I do recommend you potentially look at it, is push notifications. So something to look at as well. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kevin. Let's see. All right. Rodney's asking, does the SqueezeMobi Billionaire Apps Creator do push notifications? Yes. Yes, of course. Okay. All right. So what other questions do you guys have? PJ is asking, is your count of opt-ins under bonus 5 correct and up to date? PJ, no, it is not. But before this webinar, I did check, and there were still, I believe, 3 available. And even if those have been purchased by now, PJ, I will not cut that off. I will make a commitment that if you're on this webinar, I'll check it after the webinar, but because it is on a little bit of a delay, you'll get in. Okay. Jane says, if you had 3 days, what kind of client would you look to target? My mindset for this week is selling mobile demos, I'm making SMB, or even for Emperor Social, restaurants. If you don't know what type of client to target, start with restaurants. There's hundreds of them, and they're not going to pay you as much, but they're a little less low pressure. All right, and it's much easier to build a case. Okay. Yep, PJ, I think you should. All right. Well, glad to have you on board, PJ, and looking forward to our blueprint strategy session. A lot of these bonuses, and I'll see. Maybe I'll offer them even earlier. I'll figure it out. I was originally going to do it after the refund period is over. We'll see. I'll make a decision on that, just because it's this is, since it's not a $7, It's not a $7 product. It's a little different. Yes, Kevin, that is the phone line for support, even though I don't know if anyone's on our support right now. Okay, Kevin? Not sure, because it is a Sunday. I mean, I know, we were, Avi can give that to you. I know it's mostly, so let's see. What would be the monthly payments for SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro after the 3 months? So Theodore, the normal monthly payments for SqueezeMobi Billionaire Pro after 3 months are $997. Sorry, 333. Let me figure this out. Theodore, did you get in, or are you trying to kind of figure out if you're going to be getting in or not? Okay, and okay, yep. All right. Does that Jane asks, when does the $1 offer stop? It's a three-day $1 trial, I believe. All right, and this offer completely expires at the end of the day tomorrow. Theodore, does that make sense? What I just told you? Yeah? Okay. All right, so what other questions do you guys have? Because I do want, I mean, for $1, it's pretty much a no-brainer if you're kind of considering it. Sure, Theodore. Let me give you, and I know I put that in all caps, but it's very important. There's instructions there. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. And Theodore, I'll wait. I'll wait with you on the call, and with all of you other guys, if you're still kind of considering if I can walk you through any of the steps. So, what other questions do you guys have? Let's see. Who else has? Give me a me. If give me a me if you're like still on the edge. And okay. All right, Jim, I guess let me see. All right. Okay. Let me see. All right, Jim. Does my response make sense? I just want to make sure that what I just shot to you makes sense. I know it's a little bit confusing. Okay, Theodore, if that's the case, choose when you go for that $1 trial though, choose the $9.97 option. Okay? Choose the $9.97 option, and then on the next page I think you will be able to choose the $1 trial. Okay, great. All right, shoot. Okay. All right, so let's see. What other questions can I help you guys out with before we wrap this up? Who else is still kind of a little bit on the edge? Yup, Theodore, yes, and we were originally going to do it. Uh, we might have to wait 30 days until the refund period is over, but after that, for sure, we're gonna have all your contact information, and we're gonna schedule the blueprint strategy session where we're gonna go one-on-one, and as well as the offshore Skype group conversation. Okay. Jimmy's asking recap the offer. So the offer is Emperor Social. Jimmy, have you heard of Emperor Social? And let me shoot this to you. It's been in pretty much all the emails I've sent to you. So check out those bonuses there that we're giving if you get in on Emperor Social. Okay, great. Tom Gordon's asking, what do you see as the most powerful aspects when you combine Emperor Social with SqueezeMobi Pro? Awesome question. So the reason I wanted to get behind this is because SqueezeMobi Air gives you the complete mobile solution, right? But offline consulting and being able to provide everything for a local business doesn't stop with just mobile. You want to be able to provide, whether it's mobile marketing, whether it's social media, you want to be able to hit them from all angles and really pinpoint, hey, for this type of niche, for this type of business, at your stage in your growth and in your marketing, what is the right thing? So we wanted to also promote Emperor Social because we believe that allows you to hit it from the social media angle. So not only are you going to set them up regarding SqueezeMobi Air, you're going to set them up with a mobile site, you're going to set them up with a mobile app, you're going to set them up with an SMS campaign, you're also going to set them up using Emperor Social with potentially their own fan page, maybe their own Facebook app, and then also drive and create, make sure they get a lot of likes and take that traffic as well and drive it back into that business. Okay? All right. Pecco, if I am saying it correctly, am I saying it correctly? Yeah. Okay. Have you heard about Emperor Social already? Just wanna ask you. Yes. Okay. So I won't tell you about Emperor Social too much. Um, um, I won't tell you, about the offer. What I'm going to tell you about is our bonus package. So the first thing we're offering is 3 months of our SqueezeMobi Air Pro. Our SqueezeMobi Air Pro is our all-in-one mobile solution that goes for $333 a month. So you get that for 3 months. It involves 4,000 text messages. You get to manage 3 clients, and you get 500 apps and 500 live mobile sites. Each one of those is literally worth $10, $20, $30. Competitors sell that for that much. The mobile sites are only leveraging the web apps of our app builder. You get that. You get 3 months of that for free. Okay, so that's the first thing, and that's really cool in itself. 333 just in itself is worth more than Emperor Social. You get to outsource to us as well. You get to use our team. So when you close your first client on your Facebook package, you get to hit up Javar and say, hey, can you hook me up with this timeline image? This is a restaurant. This is a Mexican restaurant. This is a sushi restaurant, whatever, and we will create that for you as well. You get a blueprint strategy with one of us. Like I said before, all of our last 2 coaching engagements have both been 5-figure engagements. So you get a blueprint strategy with us. 30 minutes. I recommend you come prepared to this. And if you want, you can talk to me about anything. But I recommend that you come maybe even with a couple slides, and we really pinpoint and structure out your business for the next couple of months. Regarding mobile and social media and how you can build your offline consultancy. If you're in online as well, that's good as well. So one of the weak points of Emperor Social that I thought was that the training is good when it comes to actually closing offline clients, but in my opinion, I just love our systems and our methods. So we're giving away our audit system on how you can go in, you can pinpoint and audit a client's business, and especially their Facebook marketing, their social media marketing, and structure out their plan, and then use Emperor Social to show them their mock-up and easily close them on the spot. And the biggest bonus, Pecco, is our offshore package. So we have incorporated in Hong Kong. This is going to save you hundreds of that. If you're serious about your mobile consultancy and your offline consultancy or social media, your marketing business as well, this is going to save you hundreds of thousands of dollars because how to go and incorporate in Hong Kong, what are the advantages versus some other like BVI, Seychelles, why in Hong Kong, how to process payments, some difficulties and some things regarding merchant accounts, where we set up, what accounts we have open, and how everything's structured, and also you get a bonus consultation session. I'm going to give you the contact information for our offshore advisor so you can get a personal session regarding that, whether the time is right for you now or it's going to be right for you later. All right, and some niche-specific coupon background images that you can, so that you have your entire Facebook set up, whether it's the coupons or the timeline images, as well as FB viral video, mobile offline arsenal, Offline Tablet Pro. These are bonuses that Martin gave specially to us, FB Social Deals, and Timeline Ignition WP Theme. You can look up more information about those, but those are powerful products that Martin released, some even upwards to hundreds of dollars as well. Okay, so in all, that's our bonus package. I think this is probably, if you've seen a better bonus package, please let me know. But I think this is probably the best bonus package. Claudette, that is the wrong. Let me give you the link, okay? Let me give you the link, Claudette. All right, please follow these instructions right there on wpleadexplosion.com/social/ clear your cookies, and then click on the link right here. Okay? All right? If you could do that. So go through that rather than going straight to SqueezeMobi.com/emperor. Now, what other questions does everyone, let's see. Give me some more questions, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to go get send you guys one more email about this $1 trial to everyone who wasn't on the webinar, and probably go to sleep in a little bit. Let's see. What other questions do you guys have? All right. So does no one has any more questions? I'll give it kind of 1 or 2 more minutes, and then let's wrap it up. You know, I hope this was informative and it's going to help you make a better decision. Like I said, you know, even if you're not ready to make that full commitment, I highly, highly recommend that $1 trial, at least check it out. Try to close a few clients over the next 48 hours. And, you know, if you decide, hey, after that, this is not right for me, this is not the right time in my business, whatever, you know, cancel that trial. If you decide, hey, you know, I've actually been able to close a client, 2 clients, this has really helped me, I'm going to stay with this. You know, now I could sell mobile, I could sell social media, I could sell that full-blown package. All right. So, Jim, glad to have you on board as well. Pecco, did I answer all your questions? Claudette, have you been able to get in? Just want to make sure. No? Pecco, yes? Anything else I can do, Pecco, to get you over the fence? Claudette, what's your email? I'll send you the link directly to your email. If you want. Okay, if you give me your email. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Claudette, I just sent it to your email. It should be popping up in a couple of seconds. Okay. And all right, you know, and if you have any more questions, Claudette, just respond to me. Let me just confirm. I just want to make sure that you get that email. Just let me know. It should be sent now. And yeah, let's wrap it up. Any more questions? Just give me a yes if there are. If you're like typing something, or just give me a, you know, one more. All right, thank you, Jane, saying sweet dreams. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. If you have any more questions, okay. Pecco's saying I have the link on the whole. So Pecco, do you see the instructions there on wpexplosion.com/social? That's our bonus page. The reason we're doing that is because you have to clear your cookies. I just want to make sure you clear your cookies. And then right there, it says SqueezeMobi.com/social, I think. Let me know. Just give me a yes if you see that. And that links to the actual sales page where you can purchase. Yeah, so it's a little bit like a 2-3 step process, but I just want to make sure you clear your cookies. Does that make sense, Pecco? Do you have any other questions? And yeah. All right. And if you guys have any more questions regarding the offer, Enrique@SqueezeMobi.com, just hit me up. All right. So thank you so much for coming out. Really appreciate it. And let's we'll catch up soon. I might do a quick other webinar tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. It might be similar to this one. Maybe I'll do a little bit more demoing. We'll see how that goes. So thank you so much, Enrique@SqueezeMobi.com. If you need if you have any other questions. Cheers, guys.